You did three things this morning without thinking. You squeezed toothpaste onto a brush, snapped leftovers into a plastic container, and flipped an egg on a nonstick pan. Thinking you are protecting yourself, eating clean, cooking at home, taking the calcium because stronger bones were simply a matter of getting enough of the right nutrient. But women with higher levels of triclosan in their system, a chemical found in common antibacterial personal care products, showed measurably lower bone density in published research. And triclosan is only one part of the problem. The same category of chemicals, endocrine disruptors, can also show up around the plastic container and the nonstick pan. You used all three before breakfast. This is not a calcium problem, it is a signaling problem. And the source has been sitting in plain sight every single morning. Bone is not dead structure. It is living tissue in constant motion. Old bone is broken down and removed. A new bone is built to replace it. The balance between breakdown and rebuild determines whether your bones stay dense. Estrogen plays a key role in this process. It tells the breakdown side to slow down and encourages the building side to work harder. When estrogen signaling is clear, your skeleton keeps pace. When the signal is blurred, demolition runs ahead of construction, and bone density falls. Three chemical classes, triclosan, phthalates, and PFAS, are known endocrine disruptors. Different names, different products, one outcome. They interfere with the estrogen signal that tells bone to rebuild. That signal interference did not happen once. It happened this morning, and it will happen again tomorrow unless one of those daily objects changes. Most people think they have a supply problem when it comes to bones. They load up on calcium, magnesium, and vitamin D. They add dairy, greens, and fortified snacks. Those nutrients are important, but they are just the bricks. Bones also need clear instructions to use those bricks. If the message that directs bone building is blocked, more materials will not solve the problem. Calcium can't fix a scrambled signal. Vitamin D can't remove tomorrow's exposure. Supplements address supply. Endocrine disruptors attack the signal. You kept adding support, but nobody pointed at the source. Nobody said to check the tube, the box, and the pan. And that is why this feels so unfair. She is doing the responsible things. You are buying the supplements. She is meal prepping. She is cooking at home. But the routine built to protect her bones is also carrying the interference. The problem was never effort. The problem was the hidden source. That is the missing piece. Nobody told you to check the tube, the box, and the pan. That was the missing piece. The toothbrush is the first source. The trouble is not the bristles, but the paste. Some antibacterial toothpastes have used triclosan. This chemical is classified as an endocrine disruptor and is linked to disrupted estrogen signaling. You brush your teeth twice a day, and each time triclosan chemical enters your mouth, it adds noise to the message your bone cells depend on. Studies show that women with measurable triclosan in their system showed lower bone density in published research. The plastic container is the second source. This is the lunchbox, leftover box, or meal prep container you pack every day. Flexible plastics often contain phthalates, but the highest exposure moment is not just storing food in plastic. It is microwaving leftovers in a soft plastic container, especially when the food is hot and oily. Heat plus soft plastic plus fat-containing food creates the perfect setup for more phthalates to transfer into what you are about to eat. Phthalates are endocrine disruptors that interfere with estrogen-related pathways. Your lunch is healthy, but if you warm it in soft plastic, the container adds interference to the message. The nonstick pan is the third source. The slippery surface feels like a clean choice, but many nonstick coatings use PFAS, so-called forever chemicals that linger in the body. These chemicals have been linked to hormone disruption and lower bone density. When a pan is scratched or overheated, PFAS migrate into your food and into you. One breakfast is not the problem. Daily use over years is. Your body has more resilience in your 20s. Bone turnover is faster. Hormone signals are strong. After 35, bone loss starts to creep up. As estrogen declines later, the protection drops faster. At the same time, PFAS accumulate because they break down slowly, and you continue to be exposed to phthalates and triclosan every day. two trends run in parallel. Natural protection goes down, while chemical interference goes up. That is why the margin gets smaller every decade. The same daily exposures that felt harmless at 28 are landing on a weaker hormonal foundation at 42. Less estrogen means weaker instructions. More disruptors mean more static. And the bone-building message becomes easier to scramble. The answer is not another supplement. The answer is to remove the sources of interference. Start tonight. Check your toothpaste. If the ingredients list triclosan, replace it with a simple fluoride paste. That one swap eliminates a twice-daily dose of an endocrine disruptor. Next, swap out your food containers. Use glass or stainless steel for storing and reheating food. Avoid microwaving plastic. Avoid pouring hot, oily meals into soft plastic. This switch removes phthalates from your daily meals. Finally, check your pans. If your non-stick pan is scratched or used on high heat, retire it. Replace it with cast iron, ceramic, or stainless steel. Cast iron and ceramic give you a naturally non-stick surface without PFAS. The goal is simple. Stop cooking your food on a chemical surface every morning. She is not starting a new health regimen. She is stopping 3 daily sources of interference. That is a completely different kind of action. And it starts tonight. You brushed with it, packed it, cooked with it all before noon. Tomorrow, you don't have to. 1 label check, 1 container swap, 1 cookware change. That's how you stop adding static before the day even starts. In the next video, we'll explore the foods that look healthy but disrupt the same hormonal pathway from the inside. Many so-called health foods hide endocrine-disrupting additives, and you'll want to know which ones to avoid. Because after you clear the static from your routine, you shouldn't let your dinner undermine your bones.